Mods, can we delete all VODs? And then as soon as the stream ends, delete the stream.
What if I told you the girl we were all told was gone forever just showed up laughing in a live stream clip with the very same guy accused of hiding her body in his Tesla? Yeah, you heard that right. D4vd's girlfriend, the one the headlines claimed was dead, might actually be alive. And the internet is losing its collective mind, but hold up, is this real footage or the wildest cover-up in music history? Did we just stumble into the plot twist of the decade, or are we being played harder than a Drake diss track? Overnight, TikTok clips and Discord screenshots started going viral faster than Travis Scott shoe drops. Hashtags like #CelesteLives are blowing up. Fans are zooming in on blurry frames like they're in CSI.
Oh, yo, wait.
Oh, look it. Answer that one. That's so mean if you don't answer
Which one? What's good, David? Big man, mixed by me. Yo, thank you, Mitochondria. Mods, can we delete all VODs? And then as soon as the stream ends, delete the stream.
TikTok edition and conspiracy threads are popping off with theories crazier than anything Netflix could. So here's the $1 million question. If she's alive, then what exactly was found in that Tesla trunk? And if she's not, then who the hell is this girl showing up in D4vd's streams? Buckle up, because this isn't just a scandal. This is a full-blown digital circus. All right, let's lay this out because this is already messier than a Kardashian family reunion. At the center of this circus, we've got David Anthony Burke, better known as D4vd, the so-called emo prodigy, who went viral off romantic homicide and then built a career turning teenage heartbreak into Billboard streams. But here's the kicker. Behind the sad boy aesthetic and moody music videos, we now have a scandal that makes every crime podcast look like child's play. Remember his girlfriend, Celeste Rivas Hernandez, the 15-year-old runaway who was supposedly found dead in the trunk of his Tesla earlier this year. Police reports, headlines, and even true crime TikTokers all declared this case closed. Tragic, but solved, right? Wrong dot, because now, out of nowhere, brand new footage pops up, and it doesn't just poke holes in the story. It takes a flamethrower to it. We're talking full-scale demolition of everything we were told. The video, allegedly ripped from a deleted live stream, shows Celeste alive sitting next to D4vd, laughing like she's on vacation instead of being 6 feet under. And here's where things spiral. If this clip is legit, then the official timeline of her disappearance doesn't add up. Either someone's lying.
We checked him on, I checked him on Spotify. And on Spotify, the dude, the dude actually is like popping. 34 million monthly listeners. He has a song, 1.5 billion streams, Here With Me, 500 million, Feel It. And his biggest song, 1.6 billion views, is called Romantic Homicide.
Someone's lying, or somebody's trying very hard to cover up something darker than just a bad relationship. Think about it. If Celeste was alive months after her supposed death, that means the story about her body in the Tesla trunk might not only be wrong, it might have been planted, fabricated, a smokescreen. Which begs the real question, who benefits from Celeste being declared dead in the first place? Cue the internet detectives, Reddit forums, Discord sleuths, and TikTok conspiracy pages have turned this case into their Super Bowl. Everyone zooming in on her necklace, her hair color, her laugh, debating if this is truly Celeste or some AI deepfake decoy designed to silence rumors. And yes, people are actually running facial recognition software on a grainy 30-second clip like it's a CIA mission, but the scandal doesn't stop at one. Clip, nope, dig a little deeper, and you'll find whispers of a deleted song called Celeste, an unreleased track where D4vd allegedly describes keeping her close even when she wanted to run. Creepy? Yes, coincidence? Doubtful. Fans are starting to connect the dots, suggesting the music itself has been one long coded confession. And if that wasn't enough, reports are circulating about D4vd's moderators being ordered to nuke old VODs, scrub streams, and delete any trace of Celeste's presence. Almost like someone didn't want us to see, well, exactly what we're seeing now. So let's recap. Dead girlfriend? Not so dead. Deleted evidence? suddenly resurfacing. A timeline that collapses under the weight of one viral clip. And a fanbase going full Sherlock Holmes in real time. But trust me, this rabbit hole goes much deeper. Because if the footage is real, then what comes next doesn't just put D4vd in the hot seat. It could blow up the entire industry that's been protecting him. So now that we've cracked open Pandora's Tesla, let's break down the chaos that followed. Because once that clip of Celeste went viral, the internet didn't just react, it combusted. Overnight. The story went from tragic loss to biggest scandal in modern music. First came the so-called leaked reports. Anonymous accounts on Twitter, the kind with anime profile pics and names like Justice for Celeste 94, started posting screenshots allegedly from internal police memos, one document claimed. Celeste was spotted in Houston 2 months after her supposed death, buying snacks at a gas station with none other than D4vd himself. Another leak suggested her autopsy was rushed, incomplete, and mysteriously signed off by a coroner who conveniently retired the next day. Coincidence? Yeah, and I'm Santa Claus, but it doesn't stop there. A whistleblower, or at least someone calling themselves a whistleblower in a Reddit, MA swore that record label executives pressured law enforcement to keep the case quiet. Why? Because a scandal of this magnitude would tank streams, derail tours, and cost millions in sponsorship deals? According to this insider, the plan was simple: declare her dead, clean up the mess, and move on. Too bad the internet had other plans. Then came the fan reactions, and let me tell you, they were nothing short of unhinged. One TikTok sleuth claimed they enhanced the audio from the live stream and heard Celeste whisper, "Help me," under her breath. Another swore the reflection in D4vd's sunglasses showed a chain on her wrist, and my personal favorite, someone did a full-blown PowerPoint presentation arguing that the laughing Celeste in the clip wasn't alive at all but a hologram projected by D4vd's industry handlers. Peak internet insanity. Meanwhile, celebrities started chiming in because God forbid a scandal go down without blue-check commentary. A-list rappers threw shade on Instagram stories. Pulp stars tweeted cryptic lyrics about ghosts in Teslas. Even YouTubers who normally review chicken sandwiches were suddenly true crime experts, dissecting the case for views and the memes. Oh, the memes. Within 24 hours, hashtag Celeste Lives wasn't just trending, it was everywhere. People edited the footage into Marvel trailers, SpongeBob clips, even Minecraft mods. Because apparently, nothing says potential murder cover-up like a viral meme template, but underneath the chaos, one thing became crystal clear: the official story doesn't hold water. Too many leaks. Too many contradictions. Too many questions with no answers. And the more people dig, the worse it looks, not just for D4vd, but for everyone connected to him, because if these leaks are even half true, we're not just talking about one musician caught in a scandal. We're talking about an entire network of managers, labels, and maybe even law enforcement bending reality to protect a brand. And if you thought the internet reactions were crazy, just wait. Because the fallout from this mess, that's where things really explode. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is where the scandal goes from messy internet drama to career-ending nuclear meltdown. Because once the footage went viral and the leaks started flooding social media, the consequences hit harder than a Kanye rant at the Grammys. First, the legal fallout. Within days, rumors swirled that federal investigators were reopening Celeste's case. Anonymous FBI sources claimed they were looking into whether evidence had been tampered with and whether D4vd's record label interfered with the investigation. One particularly juicy headline even suggested a grand jury probe into possible trafficking connections linked to the music industry. Sounds insane, right? But in today's world, insane is the new normal. Then came the lawsuits. Families of other missing teens reportedly filed civil suits, accusing streaming platforms and record labels of profiting from exploitation. Lawyers went on TV, claiming this was bigger than Epstein, bigger than R. Kelly. This is the scandal that will redefine entertainment law forever. Dramatic? Sure, but that didn't stop CNN from running a 24-hour countdown ticker labeled the D4vd investigation. And let's not forget the money. Sponsors started bailing faster than rats off a sinking ship. Sneaker brands quietly scrubbed his face from ads. His upcoming European tour? Postponed indefinitely. Ticketmaster's website allegedly glitched from thousands of refund requests pouring in at once. The financial hemorrhage was so bad that insiders whispered about his label losing hundreds of millions in potential revenue. Meanwhile, politicians smelled blood in the water. A senator, who definitely can't name a single D4vd song, demanded a full congressional hearing on youth exploitation in the entertainment industry. Another lawmaker proposed a new bill called the Celeste Act, supposedly to regulate minors in online spaces. Whether these are genuine attempts at justice or just political clout chasing doesn't matter. The circus had officially gone national. And the public backlash? Oh, it was biblical. Protesters marched outside the label's headquarters holding signs that read, "Where's Celeste?" and "Stop protecting monsters." Hashtags evolved from hashtag Celeste Lives to hashtag Shut Down the Industry. Conspiracy theorists claimed every sad boy track on Spotify was this video of a government psyop. And every single day, another exclusive leak popped up to fan the flames. The craziest, this video. Through all of this, D4vd stayed silent. No Instagram lives, no Twitter threads, no Notes app apology, just radio silence, which of course only fueled the speculation. Because in scandals like this, silence doesn't mean innocence. Silence means guilt in all caps. So now we're left with a crumbling reputation, a collapsing career, and an industry scrambling to contain a fire they started by staying quiet for too long. And as the fallout spreads, one terrifying truth remains. If this could happen in plain sight with one of music's fastest rising stars, who else is hiding secrets behind their sad boy aesthetic? Because if Celeste really was alive when they told us she wasn't, then we're not just looking at a cover-up. We're staring straight at one of the darkest conspiracies pop culture has ever seen. So now I've got to ask you, what do you believe? Is Celeste really alive and hidden in plain sight? Or are we all just pawns in the biggest digital hoax of our generation? Because either way, this story exposes how far fame, money, and power will go to bury the truth. Drop your theories in the comments. I want the wild ones, the crazy ones, the ones that make Netflix jealous. Smash that like button if you're awake to the cover-up, subscribe if you want the next leak first, and remember, the circus isn't over yet.